Hey guys, Bucoid here. No, I ain't giving you a video in a minute, but I'll give you one now. I'm going to try to keep it as short as I can. I do have quite a bit of stuff that I want to share with you guys. I've been having some stuff going on here the past few days. Still got some more stuff going on. I've been spending some time with my sister and her family and all that kind of good thing, and other stuff going on also. But anyway, we're going to start over here at planetxnews.org. Again, I don't say this just because me and Scott talk a lot and we're friends and all that. I say this because these are good articles, okay? They are. They're written really well. There's a lot of good information packed into these things, and I'll explain a little bit more here in a minute. But first thing I want to talk about, guys, is this tragic stuff. I don't like talking about this stuff, but I feel we need to because it does bring awareness to what's going on. Obviously, guys, everybody knows about Hurricane Dorian. About every channel out there has reported on it, has talked about it at length. It was such an odd hurricane to begin with. Just so strange from the beginning to the end. All right, and it's still going on. But as you guys can read this, tens of thousands missing after Hurricane Dorian. Thousands presumed dead. Okay, that's very tragic. It's very humbling. I talked about this with my wife a little bit today, and she actually brought up a good point and was asking me a question and said, hey, why are we just now hearing about something this big? Well, there's a lot of reasons for that, but the main reason is, guys, lack of communication. So what am I talking about there? Well, first off, I would suggest you guys go read this article because he explains everything in here. Okay. But the biggest thing is, like I said, no communication. We could not have known. And the reason why, if you look at this, anybody that lives in the United States knows about Tornado Alley. Okay, basically Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, parts of Louisiana, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma. If I already said that, some parts of Illinois. And some people even think that Tornado Alley is kind of either grown or shifted over towards Indiana a little bit also, taking in parts of it. But anyway, this looks like tornado damage, guys. Okay? Big tornado. I'm talking like F5 tornado type of stuff. All right? Because you guys got to understand that they had sustained winds, 145 mile an hour plus. When I say sustained, I'm not talking about a little puff. A gust. We're talking about sustained winds. It has to stay that speed for a given amount of time to be considered sustained. In other words, it got to 145 or bigger and stayed that speed for an extended period of time. I mean, if anybody can't understand what that, it's hard to understand if you've never been through something like that. But just to give it a little bit more able to, visualize it, that, you can kind of picture a hurricane like you just taking and going and blowing real fast one time, right? Well, hurricane's more like the same speed sometimes, but like going over and turning the fan on and leaving it on. Okay? Take a piece of paper and blow on it and see what happens. Yeah, you might be able to blow it out of your hand and it might hit the floor, but you take that same piece of paper, you stick it in front of a fan and you turn the fan on, it blows it all the way across the room. Okay? That's the difference here. All right? Now, also, you got to take in consideration that if anybody hadn't seen the satellite pictures of the flooding, in other words, the ocean just inundated this thing, completely just swallowed this place up. And that's why all these people are missing, basically, because they got swept away, guys. It says tens of thousands missing. Some of that number is going to probably come down a little bit, I would think, because, again, communication. They can't contact people and let them know they're okay. That's why it's been so many days. There are no cell towers. There are probably no landline, telephone wires. So they're relying on old technology. Okay? At least for the time being and at the beginning. This happened in Puerto Rico also last year. Okay? If anybody can remember that. So that's what I'm trying to say here. The communication is the biggest issue. Right? That's why it took so long for us to kind of grab a hold of this story. It took it a couple days before people started, because people had to actually physically go there. Not to mention this eye stayed over top of this place 30 plus hours, guys. I don't know that I've ever heard of that. Of a hurricane doing that, staying that strength over top of a land, any kind of land, for that extended amount of time. You know, I don't know if I'm sure it broke records. I don't know, but it probably did. And if anybody could go look at the eye of that thing when it was over top of Bahamas. It was a perfect circle, guys. Perfect circle. I mean, it just doesn't, that's textbook, like, better than textbook looking teaching stuff, okay? And it's horrible that it did it. It's ridiculous. It's sad. So, you know, let's pray for these people, you know, and move on. But we got to pray and, you know, do the best we can and help. Anybody that can help, you know, obviously I would suggest getting a hold of some charities or what have you, or if you have the means for that, I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up. But we're going to move on. Enough of that sad, depressing stuff. Cosmic rays. Scott wrote an awesome article here. Okay, and I'm going to go over it in my next video because I want to get this one out, because this talking about cosmic rays is going to take up a whole video. But cosmic rays comes up a lot, all right, in the conversation here, because when we get hit with some of these magnetopause disruptions, a lot of times this is what's causing it, okay? And we're getting more cosmic rays, and I've said this before, but I'm going to explain a little bit better. The Earth has a magnetic field, right? Magnetic shield. Well, so does our solar system. What generates our solar system's magnetic field? The sun. Okay, it stretches out. It goes all the way out to the end of our solar system. I'm not sure exactly how far out it goes, but I'm pretty sure it includes Pluto, maybe even a little bit further. I'm not sure the exact position that far out. But what the sun's magnetic field does, it shields us from cosmic rays, just like Earth's magnetic field shields us from the rays of the sun. Okay, so it's all working in a similar circle there, guys. It's all working together. So why are we getting more cosmic rays right now? Well, because we're in a solar minimum. The sun's weaker, so its shield is weaker, so it lets more cosmic rays in. And cosmic rays are different than charged particles that we typically talk about when we get CMEs and solar flares. Okay, they're coming from different sources, they're different types, and the radiation is so much worse. People that fly, they know this. Because if you fly, like it's over 800 hours, they give you like a warning. Like, hey, you can't, you know, you got to be paying attention. For like pilots, they don't suggest pregnant women do that. Fly very often when we're getting lots of cosmic rays. Okay. So, you know, that is a subject that we're going to go into more deeply, but not in this video. But I wanted to point that out. Guys, go read this. And that way, when I do my video, you know, you guys will have a little bit of a background there, and I'll talk about it, and we'll see if we can't, you know, get a really good understanding of what's going on here. But this is awesome. This is an awesome video. But just a second here. All right, guys, got you over at Seeds. Okay. This is on the 7th. We had a CME, actually 2 of them. Actually more than that if you go back a couple of days. We had a CME kind of come off the backside, or off the side of stereo A. It was over here. Okay. But the ones we're seeing right here are coming off over here. Now I'll show it to, I'm going to run this through. I want you guys to watch them. Okay. There's the first one. They're not real huge or anything, but they are CMEs. Now you'll see another one here in just a second here, close to the end. And this is the one I really want to talk about. Okay, see that? That was a CME too. It detected it. So we'll let that run through. There's the first one. Really wasn't a whole lot of odd going on with that one, but there was some stuff. I am going to show you guys something here. It's pretty interesting. All right. See how it got bright? That typically happens right before it does a CME. So if you guys ever watching this tool and you see a big bright flash like that, just pay attention to the next few hours, because you'll probably see something come off the sun. CME or what have you. That's what we're talking about here. But what I want to show you guys, if I can get it to the right position. Okay, here's that second. See how it got bright right there? And then you start seeing the detection of the CME not too long after that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Now, watch this. Okay, there, the CME blew off there, but I'm seeing something here. Okay, and this was really crazy the way that I seen this, because there are no filters on this. I ain't got no filter on this. All right. Look at that. Is that not just nuts? I mean, look at that. It doesn't get more spherical than that. That's all I can say. I'm not sure if that's our Planet X object. I haven't looked at the orbit timeline. I'd have to go look. But something I want to say here, and I got to beat this home a little bit, because just because that we figured out that there is an object in a 28-day orbit does not mean that there aren't other objects out there. Matter of fact, nobody has ever said that there is only one object. Okay? All we're saying is our Planet X object most likely is in that 28-day orbit. That's what we're saying. And it carries other objects with it, guys. That's what we've been trying to say since the beginning. It's a system. It's not just one object. So, so when we show you stuff like this, if it doesn't actually fall right, right in line where we thought it, where we think the Planet X object actually is, this might just be a different object. Okay, because, Scott came up with that 28-day orbit, and I started researching it myself. Okay, going back and looking, and I've got so much data on this right now. It's ridiculous, but we can almost tell you exactly within days, and he's done it months in a row now, of where this thing's going to be. Okay. And again, I'm not saying that this is that Planet X object, because it might not be. I'm not sure where the 28-day orbit's falling right now, like I just said. All I'm saying is that looks like another object. I don't know what else to say there. And I could be completely wrong. But yeah, I mean, it just seems it showed up right there. Like I said, there are no filters right there, guys. That's just a raw photo, a raw capture. I mean, you can see just perfect. I mean, I don't know what else to say. And like the CME blew off. If you see the direction, it's kind of moving down this direction, right? If you look, if you could kind of picture this thing having an electromagnetic field around it, what would happen if charged particles hit an electromagnetic field? Well, that's exactly what happens when the stuff hits our magnetopoles, right? It's charged particles hitting our magnetic field. What does it do? It goes around us, right? Well, what's happening right here? Okay, you get my drift there? If the energy's coming this direction, it's like it hit this magnetic field of this object, and it went around it. It's like it's like this is its magnetopoles, and then it just goes right on out the backside. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. I mean, the only thing I can say is it does look like an object. I'm not sure exactly, like I said, what it is, but let's just go to the next day. And this is the most recent. This is today, right now. Let's back it up some. And again, yeah, see those big bright lights? You're getting energy there. So yeah, we don't have too much data on this day yet. But yeah, I wanted to show you that. I'm going to pause real quick. All right, guys, I got you over here at SDO. This is our view. Okay, it's from the Earth, view from the Earth, or from Earth view. The satellite's out in front of us, out in space. But it always looks at the sun from our view. Okay? Now, what I'm going to talk about is down here in this corner. All right, we had an active area. We Well, this is a sunspot up here that we were talking about before. Okay, they actually gave that sunspot a number, so it's an official sunspot, which is, in a minimum, we make a really good note of that because we don't see a whole lot of them. That's why. Now, I'm going to say this too. The sun seems to be more active the past 3 weeks than it has been in months. I'm not sure if that's a trend or not. I don't know. But what I can say is here's that coronal hole that was giving us some solar wind there for a minute. Okay. And you can see how Scott was talking about in the video before. You can watch these coronal holes start opening up as they come earth facing. Look at them. You can just watch it happen right in front of you. Okay. Now you can see them even starting there already again. Okay. I mean, look at that. It just happens. There's nothing going on over here, but when they get here, it just seems like when they become earth facing, bam, they just open up. And Scott did an awesome video on that. So, but anyway, what I want to show you guys again is going to be down here. And what you're going to see is you're going to see some discharges, 3 of them. All right. Now, if you go back and look at seeds, you can actually see the sun discharging. I'm going to stop short of calling them CMEs because I don't know that they were. All I can say is that there was some sort of an explosion, some sort, some energy coming off of the sun down here. Okay, now watch real close. Okay, now here we go. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Did I stop it in the wrong spot? Yeah, I sure did. Okay, let's just do this. Yeah. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to pause for a second. All right, I got you back, guys. Watch right in here. Boom. Boom. And there's a third one. I just don't have it on this time lapse. It's down in here. It's an active area that come rotating through. Okay, and you're going to see it explode, like little explosions. Watch. Snap. Snap. That was 2. And there's a third one. I just don't have the time lapse out there. But yeah, and even the sunspot up here seems to be, doing something. And again, the whole sun, man, I mean, the whole thing is just being a little bit more active. And you know what? I'm going to pause just for a second. All right, I got the 171 pulled up. Okay, this is the other view. All right, now what we're going to do, it's getting ready to start again. I want you guys to watch over here. Okay, you'll see it stretch out. Now, this was a CME that came off of the backside of the sun. It's easy to see. Watch. See that? See how it left the sun? Okay, that was backside. Well, I'm calling it backside. It could have been stereo A facing, or it could have went straight, towards the backside there also. We'll watch it again. All right, starting to happen right now. Starting to stretch out, and then watch. There it goes. Okay. Now, again, this is on the 171 angstrom. So, take that for what it's worth. You do see different stuff on this one than what you would on the others sometimes. But yeah, now here, I'm going to show you the CME I just showed you on seeds. Okay, it's down here. Now, this down here was looking kind of odd anyway. I don't know why. Now, here we go. If you watch down here, you'll see it. Okay, see that? I know it's hard to see sometimes, guys. You just got to go look at these often to kind of get good at it. And you're going to see it. There it went. There. See that? That was that first CME. Now, the second one, we could probably go up here and watch too, and it's probably doing it. Yep, see that? See that? You can see that dancing around right there? I mean, that just shows you that, it is more active than what it has been. And that's what I'm trying to say here. Okay? Those are some CMEs that happened. This is what it is. Now, what caused it? Was it normal stuff? Could have been. Was it another object? Could have been our Planet X, one of our Planet X objects. Like I said, I'm just showing you guys the observations. You know, I'd have to go look at the timeline for the 28-day orbit and see where it's at right now to be able to call it the Planet X object. I can't say that confidently right now. It could be another object, or it could be nothing. I'm not sure yet. Just got to do some more research on it. I just wanted to show it to you guys because I'm giving you guys a video here, and like I said, in a few days. I just wanted to give you guys kind of an update on what's going on. You know what, though? I am going to show you one more thing, guys. Hang in here. Just one more thing. I did want to show you this. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, now this just happened not just a couple hours ago. We got some sort of energy hit our magnetopause. Now, why is this one strange to me? Well, see these black lines? Okay, those are our pole lines. They come off the north and south pole. If you guys look real close, there are no north pole lines here. Okay, and this happened right after we got hit with some energy. But if you look down here, and I've never seen this before, and that's why I'm pointing this out. Everything, the pole lines, there's southern pole lines coming off. A bunch of them, and they're clustering together. But there's no pole lines coming off of the front, off of the top. Okay, I've never seen that before, which is why I'm bringing it up. I don't know what this means. I don't know if it means anything at all. It's just a weird anomaly that I noticed, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So, anyway, guys, there'll be an update here at the end of this video. I put some music to it. Hope you guys like it. I am going to try to put out a few more videos this week. So, with that being said, God bless. Yeshua saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid.
Girl, you're looking fine tonight, and every guy has got you in his sights. What you're doing with a clown like me is surely one of life's little mysteries. So tonight I lay stars above. How did I ever win your love? What did I do? What did I say to turn be something only you can see. 'Cause girl, I feel it when you look at me. So tonight the stars above, how did I ever win your love? What did I do? What did I say to turn your angel eyes my way? Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Another night slowly closes in, and I feel so lonely. Touching me, freezing up on my skin. I pretend you still hold me. I'm going crazy, I'm losing sleep. I'm in too far, I'm in way too deep over you. I can't believe you're gone. You are the first, you'll be the last. Wherever you go, I'll be with you. Whatever you want, I'll give it to you. Whenever you need someone to lay your heart in hand on, remember after the fire, after all the rain, I will be the flame. I will be the flame. Watching shadows move across the wall, feel so frightened. I wanna run to you, I wanna crawl, but I've been hit by lightning. Just can't stand up for falling apart. Can't see through this veil across my heart over you. You'll always be the one. You are the first, you'll be the last. Wherever you go, I'll be with you. Whatever you want, I'll give it to you. I'm in too far, I'm in way too